AITA for divorcing my husband after I caught him cheating even though my whole family says I should forgive him. Hi Reddit. Throwaway because my main has my name and my mom Google stalks like it's a hobby. I, 35F, have been with my husband Ryan, 37M for 12 years, married for 9. On paper we were that obnoxiously perfect couple. My parents adore him. My younger sister calls him the big brother she always wanted. My grandma literally puts him on a pedestal like a porcelain figurine next to her Hummels. If you asked my family to list Ryan's flaws, they'd say, he cares too much. And he's too charming. I know, I gagged writing that. Moo. Behind closed doors it wasn't abusive or explosive, just small cuts. The kind that don't look scary until you realize you're bleeding. Late nights at work. Phone glued to hand. He'd say, you're sensitive if I asked basic questions like, hey, who's texting you at 1 a.m. with a fireworks emoji? The night everything snapped. 6 months ago he went out for drinks with the guys. He left his tablet on the couch. It unlocked without a passcode. Update bug? Divine intervention? A thread labeled Tina from Work Hard Eyes was at the top. Moo. I tried not to open it. I failed. Flirt messages, inside jokes I didn't understand, explicit photos, not that explicit but close enough my stomach flipped, and a hotel reservation for the following weekend. It wasn't just sexting, it was planning. He came home smelling like well bourbon and denial. I said, I know about Tina. He froze, recalibrated, smirked. Then the script. It's nothing. It's a joke. We never met up. You're overreacting. When I mentioned the hotel confirmation number, he downgraded to, I made a mistake. When I told him to pack a bag, he upgraded to indignation. You're throwing away 12 years over one mistake. You'll ruin both our families. And then my family chose a side. I told my parents and sister. They didn't hold me. They didn't rage for me. They told me to forgive him. My mom. Men cheat, honey. It doesn't mean he doesn't love you. My dad. Marriage is work. Divorce is forever. My sister. Don't let pride cost you your soulmate. My grandma, softly. He loves you, he just got distracted. I stared at the ceramic shepherd boy next to her and wondered if he'd ever cheated on his shepherdess. I caved to pressure, allowed him to stay while we talk. He was sweet to them, Arctic with me. Phone face down, slippery answers, sleeping on the couch that somehow smelled like cologne I don't wear. The breaking point. I came home early one Tuesday. His truck was in the driveway, lights dim. My robe, on a woman's shoulders. She sat with one leg tucked under her, hand on his knee. 2 wine glasses. The TV murmuring some true crime show like it was narrating my life. They sprang apart like popcorn kernels. He said, this isn't what it looks like. She said nothing. I said, very calm, I'm filing for divorce. He shrugged and said, you'll be back. I filed. He told my family I had abandoned him. They circled him like a Disney Bluebird chorus. Where I'm at. I'm out. Paperwork in motion. My family says I'm dramatic. My mom cried that I'm punishing them for marital issues that aren't their business. Dad said he won't walk me down the aisle again if I ever remarry a quitter. Even my best friend is doing the maybe try counseling first thing. I feel like I'm losing everyone because I won't live with a liar. So, AITA for ending my marriage even though my entire family wants me to forgive him? Edit, we don't have kids? Assets roughly equal. I have a stable job, paralegal. He's a PM at a construction firm. Prenup. None. Therapy, starting next week. Tina. Yes, she knew he was married. No, I'm not blaming her more than him. Comments. You/not your doormat. NTA. Your family is prioritizing their comfort and social image over your sanity. Cheating isn't a whoopsie. It's a choice built on a pile of smaller choices. You/throwaway confused wife. OP. Thank you. I keep thinking, maybe I'm overreacting. Then I remember the hotel confirmation and my robe on her shoulders and my brain reboots. You old millennial. Also the family enabling? Classic enmeshment. They want the picture of a marriage, not the reality. You/throwaway confused wife. OP. My therapist used that exact word today, enmeshment. It's like they think my life is a family project they get to vote on. You/contracts and chaos. Paralegal here. Hi. Document everything. Save screenshots. Forward proof to a cloud email not linked to any shared devices. Don't tip your hand until your attorney is ready. You/throwaway confused wife. OP. Already doing this. Also, shout out to my work scanner named Eustace for faithfully eating receipts. Update 1.0. Quick update because a lot has happened and your comments helped. I moved in with my friend Mara temporarily. Ryan is sending love bomb texts. We can fix this? You're my one. Don't throw us away. And simultaneously posting on Facebook about how his wife abandoned him during a mental health spiral. My family is in the comments like a Greek chorus of heart emojis. I told my parents I won't discuss my marriage unless they can respect my decision. My mom cried that I'm punishing them. Dad said, "We don't quit on family." My sister wrote, "Pride kills love," with a butterfly gif that somehow made me angrier than the words. I started therapy. Homework. Write 5 sentences that are true about me and not about other people's feelings. I wrote a period. I feel safest when I can close a door. I sleep better without his phone lighting up the ceiling. I don't want to be married to Ryan. I'm not responsible for protecting my parents from embarrassment. I am allowed to leave. Ryan is still seeing Tina. Friend spotted them at a bar. He said, "We're just talking." He asked to pause the divorce for counseling. My lawyer said we can do counseling while the paperwork moves. So, no pause. AITA verdict so far. You all mostly said NTA, and my therapist agrees. Comments. You/boundary gremlin. If he's posting mental health spiral posts while love bombing you, that's reputation management, not remorse. You/throwaway confused wife. OP. It feels like PR. I'm the crisis he's spinning. You/lawyer on lunch. Keep the process moving. Cheaters love procedural molasses. You/throwaway confused wife. OP. We filed responses within 24 hours. My inbox is a tiny militarized zone. Update 2.0. Lawyer meeting again. We're going for a clean break, no alimony either way, earnings similar, equitable split of assets. He suddenly wants counseling to show effort. Meanwhile, Mara spotted him and Tina at a restaurant near his job. When I confronted by text, he said, "You walked out, so it's not cheating." I screenshotted it for the Museum of Gaul and my attorney. Therapy term, enmeshment. My family treats my marriage like a group project, with my mom as project manager, my dad as finance, my sister as morale officer. I'm the deliverable. I toured an apartment. It's small and has a crooked window I already love. The landlord said I can paint if I return it to a neutral vibe. My neutral vibe is colors named after pastries. Comments. You/bulletproof latte. Not cheating because you walked out is not the flex he thinks it is. You/throwaway confused wife. OP. He used to be good with timelines. Now he's arguing that the calendar is subjective. You/parentified kid. Enmeshment survivor here. You'll feel guilty every time you choose yourself for a while. That feeling is not a stop sign, it's a withdrawal symptom. You/throwaway confused wife. OP. Saving, not a stop sign, a withdrawal symptom. Thank you. Update 3.0. Divorce finalized, signatures done. The gavel in my head did a tiny tap. Ryan moved in with Tina. My family still invites them to holiday dinners. My sister texted me a photo of him carving ham with a caption. "See? We can all be adults." I blocked her. Then unblocked, then blocked again, because healing is messy. I got the apartment. I painted an accent wall pistachio glaze, and another early peach. I sleep in the middle of the bed, diagonally, like an Italian balcony. First morning there I cried making coffee because the quiet didn't feel like punishment anymore. It felt like permission. Comments. You/finally breathing. First night in your own place is like hearing your real voice after static. Savor it. You/throwaway confused wife. OP. I kept walking from room to room whispering mine. It felt like a spell. You/grandma says hi. Any word from your grandma? You/throwaway confused wife. OP. She mailed me a recipe card for lemon bars with "proud anyway" written on top. I cried on it. Now the card smells like vanilla. Update 4.0. 3 months of no contact with my family. My mom leaves voicemails that start with, "I'm not taking sides," and end with, "You're embarrassing us." My therapist says I can delete them without listening. I'm practicing. Ryan texted, "I made a mistake." I didn't reply. I don't want to be the consequence that finally teaches him anything. Last night I went out with friends. I laughed without checking anyone's location. I didn't rehearse sentences in my head. I walked home, unlocked my door, and the quiet said, "Welcome back." I am not the asshole for refusing a marriage where I'm required to be the smoke detector, the doormat, and the PR team. I'm the person who gets to paint walls pastry colors and sleep diagonally. Final comments. You/Fresh Star 2025. That's not just freedom, that's tasteful freedom. NTA forever. You/leave the group chat. You didn't just divorce a man. You divorced a system that benefited from your silence. You/seen some things. Proud of OP for refusing to be the villain in a story someone else wrote. You/pastry wall envy. Cardamom bun wall update when. You/throwaway confused wife. OP. Painted, it looks like morning. I want to thank you guys on Reddit so much. Your advice and empathy really helped me in a great way.